Midnight Ramen is a minimally edited, live recorded podcast that takes place at midnight. Although Michael may not be consuming food, it's time to get your bowls out. It's chow time.
But I'll come back to you. Break stride, sailing me. Free falling, choose my enemy. Free from the things you say. It will all come back someday.
Good evening, gamers, and Merry Christmas, or Happy Holidays, or whatever time of the year that you're listening to this. It is midnight once again here on as this podcast is happening. Yes, well, it's not actually Christmas. It's a couple days before. It's like 3 days. 3 days. You are listening to Midnight Ramen, the Livecast with me, Michael. How are you guys doing? 3 days until Christmas. 3 more days. 3 more days. Isn't that like the same amount? Like 3 days. Isn't that the same amount that they're given in the SpongeBob movie? I'm pretty sure that is. Where they have to find King Neptune's crown in 3 days. I think, or is it a week? I think Patrick says like, oh, I think they only had like 3 days to get it, which is kind of crazy. In that amount of time of how much work that plane got done with mind control. Like, holy crap. Like, god damn. We're not talking about the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, the first one. No, we're talking about Christmas. It's Christmas time and holidays and other stuff related to that. And yeah, it's Christmas time. Everybody is online because of stuff. But I hope y'all are doing good. Earlier today, for work and stuff, for my main job, like we have a lot of stuff to do because we're prepping for New Year's, which is like a big thing going on because there's like bands and groups coming in and stuff like that like play sets and stuff that like in multiple different rooms that we just gotta have ready to go. But today was a day that we were trying to upgrade our lighting system, and our lighting guy was like, yeah, we can't, I don't really have much to do. They're doing stuff with the wall because they're trying to do some maintenance things, and we're just kind of in a lull, and it was snowing really bad. Like, apparently, I didn't feel like it, although it's like super cold, so like putting salt doesn't do anything. It's like barely a degree. So like with wind chill, it's like -16 for like the high today. It's crazy how cold it's gotten in less than a week. It's been like, I don't know how. I could maybe check on my phone to see how cold it has gotten, but in the span of like a few days, it's gone from like being like 30 degrees, just like upper 30s, to being like scratching at like single digits. Like, being in the negatives is usually what's happening. Yeah, because like the high for today, it's literally going to be 0. It's literally 0 with a low of -13. I don't know if you can see like the history of it. Maybe you can, but I don't want to look into it. I don't want to like open up more tabs on my phone. That's not worth it. It's not. But I hope everyone's Christmases or holidays are doing fine. I hope your shopping is good. I know my wallet's taken a big fat L this past month, especially getting gifts and stuff like that. A lot of the stuff I did, though, was kind of ironically for me. Oops. But it's also like getting gifts and stuff like that was a big thing too. And gas. I was spending a lot more this month than, past few months. And for good reason. obviously. And yeah, it's good to be in the holiday spirit and gift giving and doing all that stuff. But I feel like it's, even though it's like really cold, I find it very easy to be that guy. And like when it's like super cold, it's snowing outside, the conditions are just shitty, just to be a nice person. I just find it just easy to do. Like very easy. Like I could have went to like a bunch of other houses and started shoveling because like I'm I'm like I was layered up when I was shoveling the driveway. I was layered up. My sister was like about to come out and be like, "Oh, I was about to come out and just say come back in for like a little break." It's like, "No. I'm not cold. I'm not cold. I was literally just like coming back in anyways. I'm like done." Because not only do I have to do the driveway, I have to do like a fire hydrant, like make a circle around that because you have to do that. It's not only like life threatening, it's illegal if you don't. Um, and it saves a lot of time for firefighters if they have to use a fire hydrant and they don't have to dig around it. It sucks. And the mailbox. I make sure that the mailbox is all cleaned up. Or like even when I was doing it today, I saw the mail guy coming, like the mailman just like driving up like in a different street or like on like an adjacent street. And I was like kind of finishing up the driveway. So I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm going to go do the mailbox super duper quick. And I cleaned that off pretty dang fast and made sure that they were like able to get into that like have a little drive in and that's actually very, very clean considering. Like even though I was rushing, like I had it cleaned out to make sure like you can see the concrete. Like you can easily see the concrete. Uh what's a lot on the driveway? Really not so much. And I feel like that's the tough thing when you're doing shoveling is getting that like at the bottom of it, especially have like a sloped driveway, is getting that like bottom snow and ice because like you can't because it's so compact and all the like the melting stuff like goes on top and then it just freezes overnight, which sucks to deal with. But yeah, it is what it is. And then you get the plows, doing the streets. They put a huge freaking mound right at the edge of your driveway, which I hate that. I hate that with a passion. Because I remember one time when I was like a kid, like we were like mid shoveling, it was coming down bad, and I just see the plow come by, and it's not that the edge of the driveway was bad, but they literally made like a mound, like the size of like the drifts on the side. It's like, dude, what the fuck? Dude, really? Really? You had to do that? You have to disrespect that? Come on. I mean, you're doing your job, but seriously? Leaving like mounds, like walk on, you can stand on top, climbable mounds in front of people's driveways. You're not gonna, like, you can't drive through that. No one's gonna be able to drive through that. My guy. Yeah. But like a year, and the reason I like doing like I find it like super easy to like clean people's like stuff off, especially cars, because like a year ago when I was working at the TV station, or actually a little less than a year ago technically, it was really easy to do it because every time I would, every time we go on break, so we'd have like an hour break that we'd get for dinner, which I wouldn't use all of it, or whenever we had downtime, like say I was doing like graphics or something, and we just didn't have anything. So what I would just basically do in my downtime is clean off the satellite dishes, because you had to do that. If you didn't do that, then no one's going to be able to actually like see it. Although some of the dishes were like heated, but like the smaller ones weren't. So you had to like scrape those off, make sure that people are actually able to watch the shows, because yeah. Uh, and like after I would do that, I would like go to some people's cars, especially like ones that would have to be there overnight, or like some of the anchors. I try to like scrape off their cars and stuff like that, just because like, or I try to get everyone in the back where I would park my car, because like there are other ones that like the station would use on the side, and some people would use the side of the building too to park, but in the like back designated parking lot, I would just try to get every single car scraped off before I left. Uh, or I would try. uh, and yeah, one of the guys that would like one of our main guys, like our broadcast, or not really, like our, uh, I guess he would be a broadcast guy, but the broadcast guy that's like telling, oh, when the brakes are on, or like station stuff, making sure that's all working right. Like he was one that was like staying late, like overnight stuff, and we make sure that like his car was especially cleaned off, and his was super easy to clean, like surprisingly easy. It would just like, even if there was like a, like you could be a flat line, like bulky snow, it would just like slide off if you literally touch it. It was so cool. It was so nice, so easy. Like you get some other cars that were like even taller than me, where I'm like reaching over just to get scrape off the top. And it's like, I hate this. But when I get to that one, I'm just like, whoosh, done. I literally spent less than a minute on his, and then I would move on. And I'd save mine for last because I wanted to heat up my car, because duh. And I got really good at it too. But it's like I didn't really do it for like anything. I think he gave me like $20 one time, because like it was, I think it's just accumulated. I've done it multiple times, and he's just like, hey, thank you for doing this. You didn't really have to do it. And I'm like, I don't want it, but he insisted. So I'm like, okay, cool. It was real nice. And I like doing it because it was, especially like one of the anchors at the time was like pregnant, and I was like, I don't want you to have to do that, have to scrape off your car. Like, that's not cool. That's not, I don't know. No, don't do it. You shouldn't be doing it. You shouldn't have to do it. And yeah, it was, I like doing that sort of stuff and helping people out and making sure that they're safe in that, because I know, if I'm in a situation, I would want people to help me out in that sort of thing. Speaking of snow, like needing help in a situation, one time, when it was like after Thanksgiving break, so the day that like it might have been like a Sunday, like a Saturday or Sunday. It had been like the Sunday. I get back, I'm like, I tell my girlfriend like, hey, I'm going out to get some gas. You want me to get some food? She's like, yeah. And she's working at the time, and I went to get gas, and it's all going fine. And then as I'm driving back, I'm not like, I'm like a mile away from the university, and I'm approaching the railway, the tracks, and all of a sudden I feel my car drift. I'm like, oh fuck. And it's right, and I almost like crashed into like a couple of poles, because like those, and there were a couple of other ones on the side. I almost crashed into a couple of them. Like, oh, I missed them, but I'm like, oh my god. And it took a lot of effort to get out. Like multiple cars came by and like asked if I needed help. I'm like, nah. I did call like AAA to get me out of there. And one family actually, they were like out trying to, because it was like really bad. It wasn't like it was snowing a lot. It's just that it melted and froze really fast that day. And this one like in a minivan, or just came up and like drove up, and it's like, hey, you need some help? We're going around and trying to help people out and do this sort of stuff. I'm like, cool, thank you. And they helped me, but mine was like super deep in there. They did their best, but luckily later on the AAA and like some cops, that were like with it, I guess, to direct traffic, came by and got it out like 100%. But even after that, even after I got the car out, I tried walking to get like over either into the car to like realign it or something like that. I just like, and keep in mind, like there's a cop car right behind me, like obviously a good distance back, but like right behind me, watching all of this go down. Obviously, probably filming it because of the car camera, and they watched me just eat shit, just on the middle of the road. It was so icy. I just like I couldn't get a grip, and I just like and just beefed it bad. And I just like kind of like as I'm like getting up, I kind of looked in that direction, like, ah, crap, they probably caught all that. But no, like it was bad. It was very bad. I think that was the only main time that I really had any. Well, there was another time. I think I already talked about the time where I was driving on the highway and my car did a complete 360, almost hitting the median, right after an underpass, which luckily I was like a fair distance away from people, and like I was like trying to keep a good distance and like keeping good communications with the car with my girlfriend who was driving ahead of me, but even she knew like, yeah, I was about to spin out. And yeah, it was a weird. I think those were the only two times I spun out in a car, or like I had those kinds of issues with a car. Ironically, with the same car, because it was a Mercury Grand Marquis, and it was a rear wheel drive. Rear wheel drive, and those cars do not like to go. And if they spin, you gotta know how to get them. You gotta know how to actually get them back, because if you don't, oh, you're fucked. There should have been like, if I didn't know what I was doing, there should have been a ton more times where I've spun out. I should have spun out, but luckily I only had one, and I still talk about it to this day. I think that's enough about ice crap. Although one of my coworkers now, he did the exact same thing, but he actually hit the median and totaled his car. And this is the first snow of this year. He came in and it's like, yeah, I'm totally fine. And like, thank God he was fine, because like he's like, yeah, I totaled my car. I just absolutely like smashed the whole front end. It's like, yeah, my arm hurts a little bit, and I think like I don't think he broke it, but like he definitely like hurt it pretty good, that he wasn't like lifting a whole lot. But it's like he was at work for like a couple hours, and he's like, yeah, I gotta sort all this out. And like, and he talked to me about it later. He's like, he was talking about the getting the crap out of his car, medical stuff, like, and he had to ride the bus, and he was telling me about like he was going from one hospital to another and stuff like that. And it's just like, oh my God, yeah, he made a good decision on taking the rest of the day off, because goddamn, he needed it. But also, it's like he's like the guy I'm talking about. He's basically our ladybug, and I haven't seen Bullet Train. I want to watch it. I'll probably watch it like today or like later today in the when I wake up, because like I heard it's a pretty decent movie, not the best, but whatever. But like Brad Pitt's character is nicknamed Ladybug because he like has super bad luck, and it's like like Ladybug is a symbolism for like a conduit for bad luck, apparently, in some cultures. I'm not exactly sure, but I do know that plot point. And there's also a guy that really loves Thomas the Tank, or Thomas the Train characters, Thomas and Friends. Like that's a plot point too. Yeah. But speaking of like movies, let's talk about some Christmas movies. I will have to watch it again. I was listening to one of the podcasts I listened to is Wonderful, and they in their recent podcast they were talking about It's a Wonderful Life, and I personally don't think it's a Christmas movie. I mean I watched it in middle school. I mean I need to give it a rewatch, but like from what I remember, like not a lot of it is really about Christmas. It's just a guy with depression and anger, a lot of anger. And he's just like he has reasons to be the way that he is, and like he has a darkness because of the situations that are going on in his life. Like he has good reasoning, that he just gets to a point where he just can't deal with it and wants to decide to kill himself, but he doesn't, obviously, because it's a uplifting Christmas movie. And the main thing is like, oh, it's because the angel saved his life and it happened around Christmas time. It's like, if this happened during summertime, it would have been the exact same thing. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Like, and from what I remember, it's basically a lot of it is about like this guy, or the main reason is that like his bank is just in the shit because of a guy that's basically holding a real estate monopoly in his town, in his small town, which like I think even without him, or like without him in the picture, he would have just had a bigger, and just like in retrospect, I think the main big difference is that the monopoly that guy would have, or the big guy would have had, is like lessened because he exists in reality. Because I think at the end of the day, he still has to deal with like a bunch of shit, and I think he does save like a bunch of farms because of bank things. I don't know, but like still the monopoly guy is still monopolizing, and he's kicking your ass, and you're not in a good situation. And yeah, it's just like, huh? This is not a Christmas movie. This is just a movie about mental health and monopolies and depression. Yeah, I don't really know what to say there. It's like, huh? Where's the Christmas in it? Oh, because the every time you hear a bell, an angel gets its wings. It's like, yeah, that can just happen at a church. Just saying. I don't know. But it's a lot more Christmas in it. Die Hard, because they also talked about that one too. Die Hard, because it actually has a lot of tones during Christmas. Like, yeah, you can change out. I think you technically could change the fact that it was like the reason that John McClane was there. It was like for like a Halloween or 4th of July party, whatever. But I think it realistically makes a lot more sense that it was Christmas, because of the fact that why would I think he's an NYPD, or like an NYPD, like an off-duty NYPD officer, be in LA? Why would he be in LA? Like, there's no reason. And even like his like wife, or former divorce, whatever, but they kind of do get back to, but they don't. But they have a kid. I haven't watched a lot of the Die Hards. I remember watching like Live Free Die Hard in theaters. I don't remember it. It has a lot of cool action sequences, I'll say that, but I don't remember shit of it. Except for a couple scenes where they're at this like hacker guy's house. And I can't remember he's like a comedy actor. He's in Kangaroo Jack. I think he's the main father in Blackish. I can't remember what his name is. But he's like this hacker gamer guy. And then later, like, they come to him for help, but then later on he gets raided by like the FBI. He's like, basically caught with his pants down, more or less, and it's funny as hell. Yeah. But no, and Die Hard 1, it's like a lot of the setting and stuff like that makes sense because it is Christmas. Like him, like John McClane sending down a body. It's like, oh, ho, ho, I got a machine gun now. Santa's got a machine gun. or something like stuff like that. It's like you can't really do that with like Easter. Like you can't, like you could get away with it with like Halloween a bit, like obviously, but like it's a bit on the nose. But I feel like for the tone that it was going for, I think Christmas was like spot on and exactly what it should have been. Uh or for the tone for the movie or the holiday that it was in. Uh you had Alan Rickman, which during his I mean is it really spoilery because the movie's freaking old. Like during the scene where he gets dropped from the building, when they were filming it, just as a well-known story about that scene is that when he's like holding on or whatever while they were filming it, they're like, yeah, we're gonna let you know, we're gonna drop you, because like he had like a fear of heights, or they were dropping him from a fairly significant height, and they it's like, we're gonna give you a count to 3, and they like 1, 2, and they dropped him right then. And then so like his reaction is in the film is genuine. Like him being like, fuck. Him giving like the fuck shit. Like that's legit. Like that's legit like horror in his eyes. It's like, god damn. God damn. That man played Snape. Bless you, Alan Rickman. Thank you for your work and all that you've done. Yeah. I think another movie that I've seen quite a lot is Elf, and which is weird that it's now a musical. I don't know why. It'd be funny if Die Hard was a musical. I think there might have actually been. It might have actually been one. I don't know if it is though. But I think like Elf is pretty good. It feels kind of dated now with like the toys and stuff like that, but I think that's just the main thing that's like dated about it, is that like, oh, of course it's like early 2000s, like legitimately early 2000 technology, because like it was filmed then, but like the essence of the story still stands, and it's just, it's funny, it's good, it still is relatable to today. um I think like some like the like over relatableness of it, like with the Pepsi logo, because I think he drinks Pepsi, or is it Coke? I can't remember, but it's just like the old logos. It's just like when he's like chugging a 2 liter, it's just like, that is a really old like can like label. It's like I don't even think they used it then. Like soon after they finished filming, I don't think they used that label that long afterwards. Because I don't think, yeah, they didn't. If memory is correct, if my memory is correct, I don't think they did. So like even when the movie was out, I think like those labels were like out of date. But yeah, Elf is definitely one that like, it's definitely gotten to the point where it's like it's on every year, and you can watch it like when it's not Christmas, but it's like it's primed to be a Christmas movie. But like Die Hard is definitely one that you can watch any time of the year for sure. But it's just a cool benefit that if you do watch around Christmas time. I'm just trying to think of another one that it's a recent one. I think Shazam's a Thanksgiving one, if I'm not mistaken, but it's also Christmas. So I think Shazam is a Christmas movie, and I think that came out in like April or May. I'm gonna check it, but I'm not gonna put it on screen. I'm gonna check because I like Shazam, but it is definitely like a Christmas movie, if I'm not mistaken. Because like you have the final fight's literally in like a Santa village, so duh, it makes a whole lot of sense as to why that would be, ID'd as one. Um, I think yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. When? Okay, I just gotta see when it came out because I want to say, and wow, it's not even showing. When did it come out? Give me a sign, you bastards. Okay, April 5th, 2019. 2019? No. No way. What? April 5th, 2019 is when it came out, which is kind of that's surprising that it came out that year. I don't know why, but really? Huh. I guess so. Huh. But also deals with like the seven deadly sins, which is weird, dark as hell, but yeah. I mean, Shazam is a Christmas movie. I'll say that. The Fruitquake Mountain Dew. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I mean, when I reviewed it for this year's Mount Dew review, I still don't think it's a good flavor. I said it wasn't a good flavor. I still don't think it's a great flavor, but I feel like it definitely knows what it wants to do, but it's not that great. It feels festive, like it's Christmassy, but it's like it's not a great flavor otherwise. Like it suits the time. It is what it is. It's literally fruitcake. It tastes like fruitcake, I guess. Probably actually does taste like fruitcake because I don't know if I've really ever had a fruitcake, but like I think like you think about what a fruitcake tastes like, it does taste like that, but like in soda form and a little bit like I don't want to say it's fake or like if it tastes like artificial, obviously because it is, duh. But yeah, I mean like why would you put a cake into like bread into a soda like that? That's just at that point you're making beer and not a good one. Uh, but one cake thing in a liquid. Okay, so this is a rare thing. If I don't if you're in the vicinity of this restaurant, get a small regular size. Don't get a large because it's a mistake. I made that mistake. It's a bad idea. Don't do it. If you're in the vicinity of a Portillo's, which is an Italian, like basically an Italian Chicago like style restaurant, basically the mascot's like a hot dog, a wiener dog. Um, what you want to get is a cake shake. They literally take a slice of cake and put it into a shake, and it is good as hell. It's sugary. Take note that it is sugary, but oh my god, is it good? And it's not. When I say that it's sugary, it's not. It's a lot. Like, trust me, it's a lot, but it's not like overwhelmingly sugary, where it's like this is not good. It tastes sweet, but it's like you can tell that like you're getting that like sugar high from it, but you're not like feeling that like that gritty just like I'm taking in a lot of sugar right now. Grr. Like it's over, sugary. It doesn't taste like that, which is really good. I got like I think it's a chocolate one that they mainly do, but I think they do other ones too. But the chocolate one for sure is one that I've had, and it's a lot. And you can taste bits and chunks of the cake as you're drinking it, which is it's a weird texture when you drink it, but like you get used to it and it just like it works because like it takes that little like frozen milkiness from the milkshake and it absorbs that into its flavor and it's just so good. It's just like it's really good. So if you're in the area of Portillo's or ever drive by one, get one of those. It's really, really good. It's really, really good. I'll take a drink to that. I think it's time again to open up another pack of Magic the Gathering. I think let's do 3 packs today. It's a Christmas episode. I think I have... After this, I probably will have 15 packs left, so I'll be halfway through this box. I don't know if I'm right. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't care. But hey, let me get this light in here so I got some. I don't want to do this. The lighting is not going to be the best, but it is what it is. Just gotta take it for what it is. And I don't want to zoom in too close to it. But yeah, so we got 3 packs, and I'm not changing light because that would change the whole room, obviously. So we got 3 packs of Brothers War set boosters. I'm kind of excited about the next set, which is Phyrexia Rise All Be One or something to that fact. They spoiled a couple, like the main card, Elishnorn, who is the main player in the set, the main baddie of this like storyline, and goddamn, there's like multiple arts up for her, and one of them's by Junji Ito. The art's by Junji Ito, famous manga artist, and I'm like, I want that. I want that card. I should hopefully, fingers crossed, as the recording of this podcast is happening, hopefully within the next 24 hours or couple, like before Christmas happens, I should have those cards, because I dropped a recent secret layer that features his artwork on it. So I'm like, I have to get it. I have to get it in Japanese. You know, I have to do it. I am not definitely one for I should open up these cards. I'm definitely not for one to like read his work because it's very depressing. It deals with a lot of eldritch like horror stuff and just very depressing concepts. But it's like, it's really good. Adaptive Automaton, okay. Ooh, in the trenches. Creatures get +1/+1. Or you control get +1. Exile target online per minute you don't control till in the trenches leaves the battlefield. So that's pretty good. It's a definitely good mythic, but I don't think it's that actually worth anything. And Transmogrant Altar for the foil. So I would say it's a hit, but it's also kind of not a hit. But no, this like Junji Ito is like known for being like this horror, like very existential horror guy. And I personally would not read his work, but his art is just, it's a lot. And it's really, really good. And he mainly works in, I think he only does black and white stuff because like, I think it also like helps with like the good and evilness of it. If I were to say anything, he's basically the what's the guy's name? HP Lovecraft, the like a Japanese HP Lovecraft, except he's not blatantly racist. He's not in a constant pissing match with a certain guy in the 1940s that helped cause World War II. He's not in a constant pissing match to see who's the most racist. So yeah. But no, I bought like when I heard that he made a secret layer for it, I was like, I gotta do it. And it just also recently, and I don't really get secret layers that much because like I don't like what some of them are. They're not worth it. But like another one that I did because it was totally worth it is like a Transformers thing with Optimus Prime and Megatron as Blightsteel Colossus and another one that I can't remember off the top of my head, but they're both worth it cards. And like the Allspark is like a mana doubling thing, so it's like I have to. It's worth the money, so I got them in foil because they're like, it's definitely worth the value. In the second pack, we got two rares for our regular stuff. What the hell? Huh. In the randomness of this pack, I think I only got 2 artifacts, which is weird. Well, technically 3, but like my rares aren't really there. Huh. Interesting. But the final pack, hopefully we get something really, really good out of this. I feel this one might be good. This one feels really, really hot. I definitely do feel it that way. First pack had something in it, but not amazing, you know. And this was, ooh, as we open it up, it could possibly be a vault card, which that would be awesome, and hopefully it's a good one. That would be cool. A rare mythic from that. Plains, Mr. Juggernaut, Deadly Repose, Algorithmic Bite, Slagstone Refinery, Corrupt, Dreams of Steel and Oil, this guy. Ooh! Okay, I put one of these off stream one time and I got so mad because like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna open a pack. And I'm like, I opened it, I'm like, fuck! Why didn't I wait and do it like on a video or something? So this is really good. This is a mythic. So this is a good pack. I was right. Hell yeah. This one's like for $5 at least. So that's pretty damn good. Whoa! I was so right! Holy crap! Gix, Yawgmoth Praetor. Another, that's worth it. Holy shit. Okay, Sigil of Valor, is it? It is. And it's a Shield of Oversoul. Enchant creature. As long as the creature is green, it gets +1/+1 and is indestructible. As long as a creature is white, it gets +1/+1 and has flying. So it's a good green enchantment. So 2 mythics basically back to back. Holy crap. That's so good. I knew this was gonna be. This is a mythic lyric pack right here. God damn. I'm trying to keep it down, but like, god damn, I'm excited about this one. That was definitely worth it. That was so worth it. God damn. Merry Christmas to me. Even though it's like I was gonna get it anyways, but like, holy smokes. Because like eventually I would have to open it. But wow. That's a good way to have all the magic stuff. God damn. God damn. And sorry for the lighting on that, because like I gotta figure out something, because the light that I use, or the camera that I use for the card stuff doesn't have a light, which I don't know, might be changing. I don't know. But yeah. That's all I can really say about it. Doesn't have a light, but it's a good one for like this wide. I think it's a good camera for the wide shot that I'm trying to get with it, and it does a decent job. I don't like how it, when I'm setting up that shot, I have it on a boom arm. I can shine a light on it. I have it on a boom arm, so that way it's like it's set and ready to go, so I don't have to like dick around with it. It's also to see I can do it with this, because I kind of want to do that. And have it be more set than it is right now, because the thing, I have it on like a literal drum like mic stand, which served its purpose and I think needs to change. And I can find uses for it, because for the stand, but just not this. But that's besides the point. I like how the camera that I use to film it works, but whenever like I bump it, or if it's like sometimes the arm, or a couple times, and I've made sure that I've tightened it in a good fashion, that the arm like stays solid, because there were like twice it fell off, but this is like the third time that I've like put it back on, or had it on, not put it back on. So this is the third time that's on, and it hasn't slipped, and it's, knock on wood, gonna stay. But like, if I have it like pointing directly down, and it's a setting in the camera that I can't change, and I've tried seeing the manual of if it could, but there was no manual, and I tried seeing if there was like a thing it could do in software stuff. No, it's just in the camera, which sucks. But sometimes it'll like change the orientation from being like portrait to like vertical. It's like I want to commit murder, and it's especially annoying if I'm doing it right before stream. So like I set time to make sure that it's working properly. But I haven't had to do that recently, so knock on wood, it's set and it's good to go. But yeah, that was a very good that was a very good magic moment there. Especially open those packs as Mythic Lyric, Christmas Lyric. Uh, and for those that are kind of okay, if you don't know that I use the the pseudonym, or is it nickname, or what's it called? I can't remember. It's Mythic. Damn it. I tripped over my own words. So like whenever I'm opening Magic, so my stream username online is Melted Lyric original on Twitch. It's Melted Lyric pretty much as everywhere that I can, to varying degrees, like original, the number that I usually had it with, to varying degrees. But when I'm opening a Magic pack, it's Mythic Lyric, because I can pull some freaking big brain moves, just like I did earlier. That I can I don't know how. Sometimes I just feel that there's a good pack, and when it does happen, it hits hard. It hits hard. Whew. But awesome. You know what? You know what's actually make it awesome? Let me put some glasses on. It's not the awesome one, because like if I have a Outsider FM redeemed Melted Lyric, but awesome. I don't know where my like sunglasses are, but just regular glasses. These are just basically the glasses I'm wearing, if you're watching the video or the stream, is basically just blue light glasses, because yeah. Oh my god, now I can see the stream. I can see my screen. How much can I actually see of it? Not much. Like I can see like OBS, stuff like that. That's it is. But no. I couldn't find my sunglasses. Like I have like good sunglasses, like aviator sunglasses that I used based off of an idea that the one that redeemed it, Outsider, but awesome. I think I have ones that are like more like the meme version of like sunglasses. I can't remember what it is. And it's I can't remember what it's like. It's like from Postal, or it's like that guy with the Chad face. I see it a lot on like iFunny, or like a lot of just not Discord stuff, like cesspool social medias, like Reddit, like for like that kind of like like chin guy face. I can't remember what it's from. I think it's from Postal, but basically I have like similar kinds of glasses to that, but I don't know where they are. And I do have like very good aviator glasses, which are like, I don't know, like Top Gun, Tom Cruise like sort of stuff. But these work too, and make me look a little better, a little sexier, in my opinion. I don't know. I feel kind of hot in these. Like I'm, like, hmm,
I'm just I'm squinting a little bit.
but now I'm. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Look at me in the eye and tell me, what do you mean by that? No. I'm a very handsome fellow. No. I don't know. I got lucky with my girlfriend. I don't know how the hell. I don't know how she's with me. But that's not the point. But no, Christmas is a very good time. Christmas is a good time. let's get back on to Christmas, because I haven't talked a whole lot. So every year for Pizza Ranch, even when I'm not there, I always get like their hoodies. Like we always get like a bunch of like hoodies and sweatshirts and stuff for the employees. I have way too many of these. I have way too many Pizza Ranch sweatshirts. Um, and I think I don't know if it's like the ones from they're like, they have like, I don't know where they get them from, like TI. I can't remember. But like, they're like, I have a lot of different designs. I think I have like 2 or 3 of this in black, and then I have of the design that I'm currently wearing in black, and then 1 or 2 in gray, which is like 1 year that we did it because like we just didn't have a lot of people that get it, and I snagged a bunch. But we also have like, I have one that's like a hoodieless, that like just like a, what's the term? I can't remember, like a, not like a Letterman. It's just a sweater. You know what? It's literally, the word is just sweater. Just a sweater type. It's just black and it says Pizza Ranch on it. That's like really good with the, like, when you go to one of the restaurants, it just has that logo on it. It's like, that's what's on it. And that one's really good. I have a couple of red ones that are just like Pizza Ranch Legendary that I love wearing because they're like similar to this style that I'm currently wearing. But like, I can go out in this temperature and be perfectly fine. It's like -2 degrees. I can be perfectly fine. Maybe put another layer on underneath, like long sleeve, because duh, why? But like perfectly fine. Put on gloves. Top half is going to be absolutely fine. Like, I could just go out right now. I wouldn't, but like I could. That's a big one. I've got to get these packs out. But yeah, that I have a lot of those hoodies. And I don't know what this year's one is, but I didn't know that we were gonna have a Christmas party until like a couple days ago when I asked one of my coworkers, like, "Are we doing it?" And my coworker's like, "Yeah, I guess." And like they said, "Yeah, we are," but it really hasn't been communicated. I'm like, cool. So I was right. And it's like, great. At least we are, because like I love seeing some of the people that I don't really get to work with all that much. I mean, not that like I see everyone because this is really like time capsule. It's like we're not like overloaded with people, but we're not like, we need more people. We need more people. God damn it. But like, that's everywhere that like needs people still today. I feel like even with like good pay, like you can't find people. And not because like people don't want to work, it's just like you can't find people, period. And some jobs like you can, but like ours we really couldn't. Which sucks. Sucks. Especially for like driving, because like I love driving. Don't knock me on that, but I want to not have to be the only person to do it, and I want to get away from it so I can do my professional career, what I went to school for, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. And yeah. I think as I was taking that drink, I was thinking about like holiday episodes. I can't really think of anything of the Simpsons one, but the one that like came to mind, I think that I talked about from last episode was the Festivus episode from Seinfeld. Just because like it's different, it's funny, and I literally forgot the rest of the reason that I thought about it in the first place. I had a reason I was thinking about it, but like, I mean, there's like a Festivus poll, Festivus for the rest of us. Well, you know, it's kind of funny that as the years gone by, like it was like unironically accepted as like a holiday, because like in I don't know if it was like in Minnesota, but I heard like a story or two where in the like the Capitol building, they set up, they have like a Christmas tree, probably Hanukkah stuff, but then they also put up a Festivus pole, which is just so funny. And I do this gesture that's not presumptuous. If yeah. They have like you have your Christmas tree, you have your menorah, you have whatever the heck Kwanzaa has, which is I think they also do kind of have a menorah, but it's like different. And then you have next to that a pole, an aluminum pole. God bless that aluminum pole. Yeah. I think that's the main one that comes to mind. There's a lot of Simpsons like Christmas episodes that I can think about. Obviously, like the first episode is a Christmas episode. Um, that's mainly the big thing about it. It's like that one is in a way the first episode of it. But yeah. They have a lot of good ones, a lot of stinkers, especially like in the Dead era, because you have like one where Gil basically becomes part of the family, but then it does like a whole calendar year of him living with the Simpsons and stuff like that, and it sucked. That episode stinks. And again, it was in a time when it was not prime Simpsons, which like one that I was watching earlier, which I haven't seen, I think it was from last year, is where Sideshow Bob escapes from prison yet again to become a volunteer Santa at this like village or whatever. And I think he's like stealing presents as like his plot, but there was like a gag in it that literally caught, like, it wasn't meta, but like it was so unironically good. I was just like laughing out loud and like chuckling for like a solid like minute, because it was like a shit-eating grin. It was just it was good, and it was a very good joke, and it landed. All of the like aspects of the joke were just like funny as hell. I can't remember what it was. I don't remember if it's like something with a line or I can't remember. Something like with Bart, something that Bart said, I believe. I don't remember though. I honestly don't. It's just it was really good. It was really, really good. It was like hey, blah 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 blah. Hey, blah 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 blah. And it's just like kind of like a pants pissing effect. It's just so funny. Or it might have been Lenny blown himself up. I don't remember. I literally don't remember. Yeah. But what's another one that I want to think of? I want to think of a couple more like Christmassy shows that I really think about. The SpongeBob Christmas episodes are freaking awesome. The first time SpongeBob learns and actually experiences Christmas. The Christmas coming tonight. Christmas is coming tonight. Or no, Santa's coming tonight. Santa's coming tonight. Santa's coming tonight. The actual song before that, where they're setting up the tree, the I always do that. When I was like a kid, I'd always do that like little jig because it's funny. Because it's just goofy. It's funny. Or like Christmas time, whenever you watch that episode. I think there's another one that's also a Christmas episode. I can't remember it right now, but like there's another like Christmas episode that he had, but I think ironically was aired before the like his first Christmas, which I'd have to watch it over again, but I do remember he has like another one, or there's like another Christmas episode that they had like in around the same time, like season 1, 2, 3, like Prime, SpongeBob 4. I don't remember exactly how the seasons break up, but he has there's like another one that's like really good too. I just literally cannot remember it. Man, those were good episodes. Those were very, 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 very good episodes. I just thought, what show? Like, I think Sweet Life of Zach and Cody had a good one. I think mainly that their Halloween episode, one of their Halloween episodes where they go into like this haunted, like room. That one was really good. I wasn't like as a kid, I wasn't much of a Halloween guy, but that episode was awesome. I'd watch that one whenever it came on. I'm just like, I gotta watch it. It's good. It's solid. I love it. What else? Can't really think of much when it comes to this. Merry Christmas, Batman. Merry Christmas to all and to all a good night. I think that's probably. You know what? I think Bane might have a point. I think it might be time to wrap it up. I think right? Yeah. Let's call it. Let's get to the end of it. But I was just trying to think of one more Christmassy thing, and I think for Christmas, I think we're spending it with family, which like last year, I spent it at work, and I was with people. So like with my work fam and stuff like that. So like I was with family, but it's great again to be back home with actual family, like blood family. It's really nice to do that, to be with family again. And I hope y'all can have a good time with your family. So thank you guys for watching, listening on Spotify, YouTube. Like YouTube, Spotify, whenever I actually try to do it. If I have time, if I, have I just want to get it done right. I'd rather have it done right than not. And like to other platforms like Apple Podcasts and stuff like that. I want to make sure that I do it right. I don't want to be doing it stupid. I don't want to be doing it stupid and like, be like, okay, I'll just re-release the episodes again. It's like, no. It's like update the episodes, so I'm basically wiping over whatever. It's like, I don't want to do that. I want to have it be good, have it be done right, and yada 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 blah blah blah. But thank you guys for listening and watching. You can watch me record these episodes live. I do react to stuff that does happen in the chat. You can watch it on twitch.tv/Melted Lyric Original, or if I changed it, oops. Get good, kid. You can watch me record these live at midnight. Whenever it's time for me. I would say if I were to do it, if I moved to like say LA, I'm in the Midwest, I'm in Minnesota right now. If I moved to like LA, I would still do it at Midwestern, like Midwest, like Central Time in the Midwest. I feel like that's how I would do it, but flat, you can say that it happens at typically Thursdays at midnight on a weekly schedule, unless if I like backlog it on twitch.tv/Melt the Lyric Original, midnight Central Time, US. What else? Thank you to Gradients for the use of their song Used to It off the album The Call. It is the last official track on that album, although there are a couple good extra little bits on there, tacked on the end, extra tracks. And again, thank you for listening. And I hope you guys have a very good night. So until next time, bye-bye. Wait. Let me back it up. Let me get a running start at this. It's not midnight here anymore, but it's midnight somewhere. But until next time, until it becomes midnight here again, I will see you later. Bye-bye.
different view. Oh, baby, now don't be scared, but don't get used to it. Yeah, when I told her I can't let go, when I told her I can't say no. Oh, baby, well, I was scared, but now I'm used to it. I was scared, but now I'm used to it.